Hello, welcome, greetings, salutations, all that, etc. jazz. I'm Sin. Again, still hasn't changed. And I'm going to be making some food. It might be delicious. It might not. Word of warning. So this is actually kind of an experiment, sort of. Since I'm not using a full recipe per se, I'm using several recipes and dicing them up as I see fit and bending them to my will. So basically what we're going to do, so the very first thing that I ever made cooking-wise on this stream was a Reese's cheesecake, which is fantastic. It's delicious. I've made it several times. It turns out well, right? Sounds good. But we're not making that today. What we're going to do is we're going to try to take that recipe, the essence of that recipe, and make it both tiny in the form of like little itty bitty cupcake sizes, and also make it without real sugar or real crusts, for that matter. It's basically going to try to turn it into a keto thing, because Whitty is being much more diligent than I am about the whole eating no carbs, and these are for her because I love her in her face. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna hope that it works out, and if it doesn't, she'll probably still eat them because they probably won't be bad. They'll just not be, perfect. So step the first, preheat the oven. Always preheat the oven. Gotta have an oven that's on if you want to bake stuff. Yeah, so it's going to be heated to 325. Again, since I'm not using a real recipe, what I decided to do in terms of like the actual baking times and baking temperatures, looked into my real cheesecake recipe book in all of the various mini cheesecakes they have there, and pretty much most of the... Hello, Prinny! Hello! Oh, I was so excited to see you that I interrupted my own sentence. God, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? But yeah, so pretty much all of them that used this size of cheesecakes were baked at 325 for about 18 to 22 minutes or so. So that's what we're going to do this time. Also, all of them used about double the amount of cream cheese that I bothered to get. See, as an experiment, since this isn't, an actual tested recipe, I decided to go small and just kind of, have one block of cream cheese instead of two. So I think we're going to only be making 1 dozen instead of 2, as opposed to normal. So you're doing well. Decided to pick up my Japanese studies again. Ho! Congratulations! Or, no, don't, wait for it. Omedetou gozaimasu! I've actually been slacking on the Japanese lately, mostly because I've gotten to a point in Duolingo where I feel like I'm not really getting a lot out of it. So that's kind of crummy, but maybe it'll inspire me to, actually take a class or something. That would probably be more useful for me at this point. I don't know. Or just go to Japan. Could just go to Japan, force myself to speak Japanese. Take a dictionary, that sort of thing. See, in that case, try a program called Renshu. Renshu, you say. What is fancy about this program? Does it have better grammar support than Duo? I sure freaking hope so. Because if not, I wouldn't say that's my main beef with Duo, but it is one of my main beefs with Duo. I guess you could say I have several beefs. Each one more delicious and fatty than the last. It has a lot of kanjis, simple sentences, dictionary, some Japanese games for fun. Okay, this is an app, I imagine? Possibly? Should really make myself a little notepad note. Actually, better yet, since Brave doesn't actually close my browsers out, ever. Let's see, just search that. REN. Shoo. .org. Japanese. Okay, so that looks like a thing. Let me just open that up, and then that'll live there for... Oh, that's an adorable landing page. I'll say that much. Wow. Also, if the sound, once again, is a little bit crummy, I think my mic is just dead. Like, there's absolutely no saving it anymore. Unless Whitty can find a way to fix it. Like, apparently I've had this mic for, 10 years about? When did Fix and I start doing gaming fixation? I can't remember. Fix, if you're here, Tell me when we started doing the YouTube channel. But I've had it since then, and it's finally just stopped working. Like, I got a new cord. I thought that might be the problem. Apparently not. So, whatever. It's all good. Everything's fine. Let's see. All right. So yeah, I will definitely give that a look-see afterwards, and then maybe I can just end my duo streak once and for all, and everything will be. It'll be the end of an era, really. It's almost like 2 years straight of actually going through every single day doing some Japanese. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Japanese necessarily. We can, but the main goal is we're going to try to make some cheesecake. So the top part, the crust there, I looked up a recipe for a keto graham cracker crust, as it were. So main ingredients, almond flour. But pretty much all of these ingredients just get mixed together. However, you have to toast this first. The recipe was very, very clear that toasting the almond flour first on a skillet on the stove was very important for the taste. Yes, Keto Peanut Butter Fatal Thunder. That's a cool name. Fatal Thunder 791. Yes, it will definitely be keto. It might be a cheesecake. There will definitely be peanut butter in it, though. That much I can say. And by virtue of having cream cheese inside it, I guess you could argue that it will definitely also be a cheesecake. But anyway, so in order to toast this, first thing we're going to do is pop this on a medium heat. Try not to burn down our house. There we go. And it says to cook it for 2 to 4 minutes or until golden and fragrant. So I'm going to just pop this for 4. Where is my spatula? It is in here, isn't it? As a matter of fact, it is. Perfect. Dry you off a little bit, stir you around. There we go. Kind of smush those up. All right, feel free to talk amongst yourselves for now. I'm just going to be paying attention to this so it doesn't burn. My past experience trying to toast things to make them fragrant on the stove has not always been successful. So I'm gonna mostly focus on this for the next 3-ish minutes or so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've talked about this before, but my most failure-filled experience attempting to toast stuff on the stove was when I was trying to toast spices for some pho for somebody that I knew as like a special, hey, I'm making you dinner and it's gonna be great, except it wasn't great. It was not great. It was the opposite of great. It was so not great we ended up, instead of eating it, going to Roadhouse and eating there instead. So didn't even have the same genre of food. It was just ruined for the night. Come to think of it, I'm not sure why we didn't just go get pho somewhere else. We could have done that. That would have been fine, probably. Would have been fine. Oh, we got jokes. Bad ones at that. Alright, it does not look at all golden yet. And my nostrils don't smell any difference. Okay, all right. I'm starting to smell something. That's an improvement. I feel like it looks about the same, but you know, I'm gonna. If for some reason it doesn't seem to be done by 4 minutes, I'm gonna assume that it is done by 4 minutes because again, don't want to overdo it. And I'm pretty sure that not toasting it would probably end up fine. Okay, oh, now I'm starting to smell. Oh, this smells good. How do I describe the smell? Okay, so that's the preheating. We've got 1 minute left on the timer. Still doesn't really look toasty. It just smells nicer. You know what? We're going to go with that. That'll be fine. Maybe I'll compare it to some untoasted flour once I'm done and be like, oh yeah, that's definitely a difference in color. It was just so gradual that I couldn't tell while I was doing it. Oh no, okay, so I totally see it. Oh, bits of it are getting browner. Oh, that's cool. Rad. I mean, not all of it's getting brown. Granted, we do still have 30 seconds to go, but that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. I love it when recipes say something's going to happen, and then it happens. That's my favorite thing. Four, three, two, one, and there we go. All right. Now, truth be told, this might actually, it's possible. It's possible that this should have been done longer. But no, check it out. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, it's browned. It's browned in places. Not the whole place. It's definitely starting to smell toastier. Almost like it could be burned. Almost. Not quite. So let's just scrape all that away. Since getting excited over cooking and simple things happen is some of the best things in life. Dude, I love it when a plan comes together. What can I say? Things going... It's like the Joker says. When things go according to plan, everything's great. Rip Heath Ledger. Alright, so we have some toasty almond flour. That looks pretty good. Definitely smells different. I feel like it smelled better maybe like 3 minutes in. Perhaps if I do this again next time, I will take it off after 3 minutes. Presuming it like continues to cook slightly after it gets taken off, which is entirely possible. Alright, so we got that. What do we got next? We got... Okay, 2 tablespoons of powdered swerve, which, let's see, would be 18 grams, about. Let's use the tiny itty-bitty weigher. Scale, that's what it's called. Tiny itty-bitty scale. Let's see, mode. I have to change the mode because this is Fix's, and Fix always weighs things in ounces, whereas I ain't got time for that. Grams all the way. Now the thing is, I don't even know if I have enough of this, but it did say to taste. So if I end up with not enough, it'll just be slightly less sweet crust. I'm sure it will be fine. Witty is not super huge on overly sweet things anyway, so like, it should be fine. I should move this over so I can actually still stay in shot. That would be great. Be real smart. Tiny itty bitty weigher sounds better. Alright, tiny itty bitty weigher it is. Alright, so we're at 13 and 18.4. Oh, we got enough. Totally got enough. Alright, so get it there. Just powder, 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 powder. The last thing that I want to do, though, considering that this doesn't belong to me, is get like a bunch of powdery residue all over it. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that if possible. No promises, but I'm going to try. Alright, so plop you in. There we go. What else do we need? We need 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which, if I'm not mistaken, according to my math I did beforehand, is 0.65 grams? See, one of the things that I love about this thing is the fact that it's so sensitive. Like, this one here, this guy, he's okay, right? He's fine. He's a nice scale. He does his job. But this one, it takes like at least 2 grams before it realizes anything's happening at all. Whereas with this one, if I could just freaking get it to activate outside of the thing. There we go. So you do that, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, 0.05. Something's happening, right? Oh, better start measuring. Da, 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 da. Oh. Da, 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 da. And 3.4, 0.5? Whoa, 0.6. Oh, no. Not good. That's fine. All right. Plop that in there. See, he found an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot weigher that he used for the first time today. False. I've used this several times before. I like it a lot. We used to, the weird thing, Woody and I got something like this for some other purpose. I think it might not have been this small and or this sensitive, because this one does very, very small weights. I feel like it would be virtually useless for the purpose we wanted to use it for in the first place. Let's see here. Where's kosher salt? Okay, so this says a pinch of kosher salt. I'm actually going to do 2 pinches. Here's why. Because this the amounts here are actually kind of doubled. They're a little bit more than doubled. They're like doubled and quartered plus, wait, quartered? No, doubled plus a quarter. 2.25. There's got to be a word for that. But yeah, so doubling the amount of kosher salt. There we go. And 2 tablespoons melted butter. All right. Butter. Go, just slice into you. Real nice right there. There we go. Slice there. And slice there. And a kashunket. Perfect. 2 tablespoons. There we go. All right, melt you up real fast. Turn for like 15 seconds or something. It should be more than enough. Where's my tiny whisk? Tiny whisk? Tiny whisk. There we go. Did I use this yesterday? I can't remember. I made toffee yesterday again. Just not streaming, just, you know, to do as a thing. Tiny whisk. Oh, okay, so now it's starting to smell like graham crackers. It was the addition of the cinnamon that really pulled it all together. You just smells pretty all right. Yeah, definitely next time 3 minutes instead of 4, I think. It just didn't look brown enough. Maybe I should have been stirring it more the whole time. I don't know. Like, again, it probably won't be terrible. Probably. Fingers crossed that it won't be terrible. No, it's faster. Do as I say. Okay, that looks melted. Yep, you're starting to bubble. Alright. Alright, dump this in, dump. And then keep on whisking. Dun-dun-dun. It's not real crust, it's all a big lie. Oh crap, this might have been a mistake. It's alright. We'll just scrape it out with a fork. Nobody has to know. Woo-hoo. Alright. Perfect. Alright. You can just let that sit right there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, just dump the rest of this butter in just a little bit. Mash it with the fork a little bit more. Okay, so this does not look like a lot of crust. And in truth, it's not. But it's going to be, we're going to make it enough. I swear. And how are we going to do that, you might ask? Well, the answer is, once again, math. Because I happen to know that this bowl, empty, weighs 188 grams. So, with stuff in it, it weighs 286. Wow, that's almost 100. That's incredible. Okay, so it's 98. What is 98 divided by 12? It's a number. Let's find out together. Let's see, 98 divided by 12 equals, okay, so 8.16 grams per. Okay, all right. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to put 8.16 grams into each and every one of these. Little itty bitty thingamabobs. All right, so about double that much. Yeah, this will definitely be enough. All right. Oh, that's 8.17. It's too much. You know what? It's also okay. I decided to go with the skull, the black skull muffin cups or cupcake liners because I feel like that fits with Witty's aesthetic. If it was pink and skulls, I think that would probably be better. But sadly, no. Just black and skulls. We do what we have to. Let's see, 1.6? Yes, 1.6, not 0.6. Why am I being this exact, you may ask? Because it's me. This is what I do. It's how I live my life. Alright, as long as it's not too much. Oh, perfect. Alright. That's 2. Guess what? We're going to be doing this exact same thing with the filling, so I hope you're excited. I hope all this measuring action is exciting you. I've heard cooking is a relative science and not an exact science. Have you heard that? Have you heard that? Relative to what exactly is the question? Because if something's relative, it's got to be relative to something else. I imagine it's a relative science compared to, like, well, cooking and baking are different beasts, so to speak. Because baking, in my experience, requires a little bit more in the way of science than cooking does, where cooking is more intuitive. Whoa! Don't you dare fall out of the thing, you piece of crap. Oh my god, nope. Don't make a mess all over Fix's thing. She might get mad. She might get mad. Only if she's here and watching. She doesn't have to know. Nobody tell her. Nobody go onto Discord right now and say, Fix, Sin is just destroying your property. Because we wouldn't want her to find out about all the destruction. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. Or we're a third of the way. Of course, I'm also going to have to mush these down, like into the actual liner. Once it's done. Oh, almost. Oh, too much. Too much. Flew too close to the sun and we got burned. No. Nope. Get down. Good enough. Good enough for government work. In the sense that it doesn't have to be so accurate to the number that some points out of precision won't make a noticeable difference unless the difference is a huge number. I see. And generally speaking, I would say that that's a good mindset to have. I will also say that when doing things that I try to have a specific number of, when I just wing it, I have a tendency to overshoot massively. Overshoot or undershoot. I think in this case I might actually undershoot. It's based on how much is going into each one of these. I probably would have ended up with even more of this stuff than I expected, which would have been like, oh, well, that's definitely not enough crust for each of these. Perfect. 6. We're halfway there. Leave it on a prayer. Like if the recipe calls for 8.175 and you put in 8.178, it's probably not going to botch the recipe. True. You have to stop and think about how many digits of significance you're willing to go to in any given case. And I feel like 2 digits is pretty safe. Because anything beyond that, it's like, okay, now we're really getting into the weeds. Which, you know me, I love getting into the weeds. But so you don't always have to get into the weeds. So small and cute. And they're all for you. Every single one of them. Unless you want to, like, you know, donate some to anybody. In which case, that's your prerogative. They belong to you. A better question then would be, is it possible when cooking to achieve absolute precision? I guess that depends. One could argue that if you go to enough, enough decimal places, you will never have the exact same amount of anything in any recipe, no matter how hard you try. But again, it just goes back down to the whole question of what is statistically significant for whatever it is you're making. And I don't know, depending on the ingredient, it might make more of a difference than another. Like, if it's a very potent ingredient, like some sort of spice that's like real strong, you might want to be very, very specific about that particular spice, I imagine. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, let's see, 10, 11, and 12, and I think we have an extra one of these. Yeah, we got some extras. Extras we won't be using. Get out of here. Really? Interesting. This is the... Okay, it was like that one is slightly heavier than all the others. Very strange. It is the alpha. The alpha liner has emerged. Yeah, this is purely so that I get an equal amount of crust as close as I can in each of the things. Literally no other reason than that. Oh, that's a hefty little clump right there. Come on, get up. Get up. There we go. Hey, that's better. Awesome. 3 more. 3 more. You excited yet? Everybody here excited? Oh, I'm excited. See, the great part is that I can just measure 2 and then dump the last one. Once again, not destroying Fix's things. Her things remain undestroyed. Oh, are there 2 alphas? There might be 2 alphas, guys. Also, interesting. Okay, so this one... So remember I was saying that this scale will only start measuring at 2 and above? This one seems to start measuring at 0.05 and above. Which is interesting. I don't know if it matters. It's just, something to note, I suppose. Oh my gosh, my stomach is yelling at me. It's like, Sin, is it food time yet? It's been like a day since you ate. I'm like, yes, I know. But if I make food, it's going to be on stream, so wait it out. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, and then we have the last one. And I think this is all that I'm going to need this particular scaly bit for. Since I think everything else I need to weigh is much bigger. Let's see, on, off, there we go. Boop. Just set that to the side. And smell the peanut butter from across. You can smell the peanut butter? No, it's not what you're smelling. That's what you think, but you're wrong. Want to take a guess as to what you're actually smelling? Huh? Huh? If you were watching the whole time, you would know, because I've been talking about it. Alright, so let's just mush this down a little bit. What? What's the face? What's with the face? Surely the face must mean something. But I am unknowing what it is. Guilt is charged. Alright, very well. It is the almond flour. The first step of the crust is to toast the almond flour. So the scent you are smelling is toasted almonds, I guess? Not peanuts. I can understand the confusion because they are both nuts, of course. But yeah, that actually might even fit better than a normal graham cracker crust with this particular recipe because they are both nut-based. And even though the normal recipe for the real cheesecake uses Nutter Butters, I don't know how much almond is in Nutter Butters. Probably not a whole lot. But still. I can smell the nuts from across the house. You sure can. You sure can smell those nuts all up in your nostrils. Though I feel that the phrase across the house is a bit misleading, considering the fact that it's really only like 2 doors down. We've got the bathroom door, and then we've got the bedroom door, and that is where you are currently. So it's closer than it sounds. It's not like you're downstairs. We're literally on opposite sides of the house. Yeah, but the narrowest parts of the house, okay? Like, I feel like it would be farther if we're at the corner of the back of the house and, like, the front of the house. But it's all open air anyway. I don't see why it's that hard to... It's like smells permeate space. Like, it makes sense to me. Also, I'm glad that my math was correct. I almost went with half the amount of crust because I was like, oh, let's just use what the recipe says. And then I was like, hold on a second. How much crust goes into all these other ones? And pretty much all of them use like half of a cup of graham crackers. And I'm like, okay, half a cup of graham crackers. And the recipe I'm using uses less than a fourth of a cup of almond flour. Maybe I want to do some conversions. So I did some conversions, and the numbers mostly worked out. Most everything is doubled, except for the flour, which was exactly half of a cup. Which is also why I used the larger numbers for the butter and the swerve, because they were like, oh, 2 to 3 teaspoons. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to use 2 to 3, then let's just use the bigger of those numbers since we're not doing the math exact. Right? Me, not doing math exact? What's happening? Okay. Alright. So we got happy little crusts. Happy little super crusts. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Check it out. Check it out. Look at it. Hold on. Let me just do it. Oh my gosh, look at all the cheesecake crusts. Are cute. So cute. Move the thing so we can see me again. There we go. Alright, so we'll just put these off to the side for now. They can live right there. And now we're going to make the filling, which will also be itty bitty because it's half as much as it should be. So witty, just to give you a heads up, I got an email from Twitch today announcing the arrival of animated emotes. So that should be exciting and cute, and I have no idea what format they require. Probably something, well, I would say flash-based. Well, probably a GIF. GIF sounds more normal and standard, but... Oh, open other end. Why? I don't know. Just do it. Just do it! Open the other end! Okay, so we got, let's see, 6, 43, right? Okay, cool. And we'll use that number when determining how much of each of these to put in. And flat. And wipe off. You got crumbs on you. We do not want crumbs in the cheesecake batter, preferably. There we go. Yes, I like the idea of doing recipes and just swapping out one thing for another and hoping that they turn out. Don't know if that's actually the case. Also, could not locate the main portion of the spice grinder, so unfortunately, we will not be powdering up the sugar. What was that? My brain just blue screened for a second there. 1/4 of a cup, right? Okay, 1/4 of a cup. Cup measure you and this maybe. For the cup, which is, let's see, hold on. Numbers, how-to numbers. Teaspoon, 4 grams. Tablespoon, 12 grams. Fourth of a cup, 48 grams. Pretty sure. Sounds about right. Perfect. As the swerve coughs up all the smoke. All right, stick you in there, mix you up for a good long time. Get you as incorporated as humanly possible. I don't know how much it will help, but I'm hoping it'll help a lot. In the meantime, we can measure out the rest of the stuff. Let's see, so we got the egg, it's chilling over there. 1/4 cup creamy peanut butter. Okay, so 2 tablespoons is, once again, 2 times 4, 33, 33 times 4. Oh, 132. Also, it would probably be better if I were using a peanut butter that was more keto friendly, but whatever. It'll be fine. This is what we have, so it's what we're using. Wait, hold on. 1/4 of a cup. I need half of that. Oh my god. Right? Because 1/4 of a cup is 4 tablespoons. 8 is half. So we just need 66. I'm like, this seems a bit more than 1/4 of a cup. Yeah. Well, 65. Oh, so close. 67. There we go. Perfect. Next we have the egg. We're gonna mix for like a minute or so on very low speed after scraping down the sides. We've made our cream cheese all nice and fluffy. Get down there. Shove that down, shove it, shove it. Make a nice little happy well for the the egg to reside in for a second. Hold on. Just get this off and scrape this onto the spatula. Alright. Off of the spatula. Onto the paddle. The stand mixing paddle. Alright. Okay, and then the weird, tricky part, which is based on the ratios, we need 1/12 of a cup of sour cream. So, see, 2 tablespoons is about 30 grams, right? Right. 30 grams. 16 tablespoons is a cup, right? So we multiply this number times 8 to get 16. Times 8. That's a cup. And then we divide it by 12 to get 20. That's a really round number, considering. Huh. Not bad. Alright, you stay right there. Grab another spoon. Perfect. Excellent. Alright. So mix up the sour cream. Whoa! Splatter all over the place, why don't you? Buy me dinner first. Wipe it off your hand because it's starting to feel weird. Not the biggest fan of that. Alright. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to add this to the peanut butter directly because it's all going in at the same time. As long as I don't, like, stupid measure. Alright, so you are 10 grams. Oh, exactly half as much as I need. 19. 20. Hey! Check it out. That is a shockingly low amount of sour cream. Right. We could just fuse these spoons together and eat them later for a nice treat, I guess, or something. Alright, and how much vanilla did we need? We needed 1/3 of a teaspoon. Excellent. Let's double check. Actually, we got cream cheese, we got the swear, we got the egg, peanut butter, sour cream. Alright, so where's the spoons? Spoons are here. There we go. Scrape you a little bit. It's looking like cheesecake batter. Don't be deceived. The cake part of this cheesecake is the part that's the lie. Can't have cake without sugar. Can you? Is that real? Is that a real thing? Alright, so where's my third teaspoon? Right on top. Excellent. It's almost like it knew I needed it. Okay, don't overdo it. You are prone to overdoing it a lot. There we go. Perfect. Rinse you off real fast. Stick you back on the dry thing. And take all of our wonderful peanut butter and sour cream. And shove it into the bowl. See, now, Whitty, now you should be able to smell the peanut butter from all across the house. Alright, now we just mix until incorporated, right? Right. It shouldn't take super long. Preferably. Looks incorporated to me. And for that which does not look super incorporated, I'll be mixing it a little bit more anyway. So take that. All right. Well, it smells similar. All right, so here we got our delicious looking battery cheesecakey peanut buttery goodness. And let's see approximately how much, and by approximately I mean nearly exactly, how much is going to go into each cup, shall we? Let's. Turn you back on. Oh, come on. Awesome. Right when I need it most, it needs the batteries to change. Oh God. Here we go. Triple A's? Triple A's, of course. Let's hope we have triple A's, because if we don't, that could be a problem. Alright, I will be right back. None of you worry. Don't put those in the normal trash. Triple A's? Triple A's? Triple A's? Yay, thank you. Witty to the rescue. She's the best. I'll bet she came out here to eat some of the batter that's left over from the bowl.
I do.
I mean, it's not time to do it yet. Thank you. We still have to put most of the batter inside the thingy. Or thingies, rather.
Paddle.
Huh?
What about the paddle?
Paddle, you can't, nope, sorry, you can't eat that yet either.
Okay.
Or the spatula.
They're so small and
They're small and cute, and they love you. They want to be your best friend. Oh, geez. Okay. Cool. Wow.
Now I have
Everything's fine.
scale cupcakes.
It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Do you have batteries now? You have batteries now. Hey, how about that? All right. So each one of these will have a number of stuff in it. Let me see. Where's my calculator? There it is. Okay. What is this number? It's 643. Subtracted from a number. 1036. It's 393. Divide that by 12 and you get 32.75. All right. Sounds good. Hi, Mom. Where have you been? What have you been up to? Fancy seeing you here. I feared you might not come. And that would have been sad and tragic. All right, so we're going to put like 32 grams into each of these. All right, that sounds workable. At least attempt to put 32. That's 16. That's 28. Come on, get off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy moly. Will you please? Come on, buddy. You know what? That's good enough. It's close enough. We're going with it. Maybe sleeping? I think definitely sleeping is more accurate. But I'm glad that you're here, regardless of when you show up. Showing up is half the battle, G.I. Joe. Oh, hey. Perfect. So, can you tell what I'm making today, Mom? Have you figured it out yet? Have you discerned? Have you divined the answer? 28. 32. Hey, well, 30. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 31, 32. They're both numbers, right? No, thank you. You, and you. Mostly you. Primarily you. 90% you. Oh, that's getting closer. Hello? There we go. That's better. No, what are you making? Well, Mom, we're making tiny, tiny peanut butter cheesecakes that are keto friendly. So they have little to no sugar. Well, I think literally the only sugar that comes from them is from the peanut butter, which if I'd used...
Almond flour has a little.
What?
Almond flour has a little bit.
Has sugar or has carbs? Okay, but still, very low on the carb front. And they are for Whitty because I love her and she deserves good things. What was that?
I love you.
You love me? Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes me so happy. Crikey, that's way too much. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh, well, nope, not perfect. Double liar. I'm a big liar. There we go. That's better. Shove you in there. Halfway filled. You know what the great thing about this is, Whitty?
What?
Is that you won't have to wait like 300 years for them to be edible. I don't know how long they're supposed to cool off. Actually, would you do me a favor? Would you go into the little pantry place and take out my Cheesecake Bible, turn to approximately page 238 or something, in the area where the mini cheesecake recipes are, and tell me what they recommend for cooling, if anything. You'll be able to tell that they're the right ones because all of the things at the top will say you need a 24 mini muffin tin.
There's 2 cheesecake Bibles.
The leftmost one. The leftmost one is the second edition, which is the most current edition.
200 and something?
Like 238, I think. In that neighborhood.
Let cool for 10 minutes before removing from pan. Serve immediately or cool, cover and refrigerate for up to
Wait, serve immediately? Really? I'm impressed.
Well, no, it says let cool before on a wire rack for 10 minutes before removing from the pan. And then it says serve immediately or cool.
Could you let me see the thing? Because I know there's several of them that have the same temperature and cooking times, and I'm wondering if it's the exact same recommendation for all of them. That is incredible. That is incredible. Gosh, oh my gosh. I feel like this is a thing I probably should have, well, this one's different, so that one you can pay no attention to. Interesting. This one says cool for 2 hours.
But this is not, it doesn't say mini.
It does. 24 mini muffins in. But I mean, we can serve nearly immediately if you want. I'm sure. You know, how about this?
See what it's like.
Yeah, well, you can have one immediately, and then if you want to have more immediately, guess what? They belong to you. You can do that.
I give you some.
Some? How many?
I love you.
I wouldn't mind trying one for myself, and also possibly being like, Dark Rose, try this. Tell me what you think. Because we discussed the notion of making cheesecakes without... See, once again, okay, I did the math, and I feel like there's not enough batter for... Okay, maybe there is. Just got to scrape down the sides. Talked about the notion of using fake sugar in cheesecakes and how it might not be something that she would appreciate. So I'm curious to see if it is or not. Because, like, for me, and I mentioned this before, it's like, if I'm making something that is designed to be, quote, healthy, unquote, I understand there's going to need to be some inherent sacrifice involved.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally don't mind that sacrifice so much.
But sometimes you just can't. You just can't bear the loss of delicious.
The loss of delicious. I think
Sometimes it's just not worth it, like with most keto baking, but cheesecakes are fine. But bread, keto bread, no. Keto bread is an exercise in sadness.
An exercise in sadness.
Yeah, and disappointment.
And futility. Alright, so we gotta really get all the dregs as much as we can.
Love you.
I love you. I think that you are the bee's knees. Has anyone ever told you how much your knees look like bees?
Oh yeah, many times.
Oh, good. Because it's true. See, and that's the answer too, by the way. It's like, oh, bees don't have knees. Or do they? I'm not sure. I feel like I've heard someone claim that bees don't have knees, but no. See, it's not that you have knees that bees have, it's that your knees look like bees. That's what it is. Alright, so we're pretty close on this one. We're at 29 out of 32 grams. So I'd say that that is a fairly successful... Oh, 30! 30, and if we scrape the rest of this off, come on, get out of there, get onto there, 30, hey, we did it. Okay, so this one's actually the chunkiest one, so that's great. Okay, we'll put that, now, for the finishing touch, we are going to plap these just a little bit, plap them down. See if we can plap you to the edge just a little bit. Some of these need to be plapped better. Plappage is not fully plapped. Alrighty. Hey, by the way, if you wanted to lick stuff, you can now. She might have responded. Oh, she did. She responded. How about that?
Just about to put on
You're just about to put on what?
my music.
Oh, well, too late. You can start with a spoon. If you don't like the spoon, you probably won't like the rest of it. Bees have 6 knees. They have 6 legs, but do they have knees? Do bees have actual knees?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
This tastes really good.
Oh?
It doesn't taste crunchy.
Probably is on account of me mixing it on high speed for 3 minutes.
That's dedication.
I don't know if this is going to actually settle any further. But alright, so these go into the oven for somewhere between 18 and 22 minutes, and then they should be consumable.
It's so smooth.
Timer. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Boom. Alright. Here, just, take all of it. Okay, I'm going to end my fasting cycle now so that I can have a little bit of, not that, but the peanut butter and sour cream that's left over. Oh, I'm a weirdo. Okay, alright. Stop.
Well, peanut butter and sour cream are delicious.
But together? I don't think I've ever, outside of a cheesecake, of course, I don't think I've ever actually had peanut butter and sour cream together in one thing. Especially not by themselves, but... Oh, actually, well, yeah, that's fine. Just scrapey scrape, 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 scrape. Scrape that. If this ends up being vile and repulsive, then, according to Alexa... Oh, wow. Alexa knows all, doesn't she? Okay, actually not so bad. You know, this might actually be a better alternative. Because, okay, once upon a time, I made myself like a peanut butter dip / spread. out of peanut butter and cream cheese. Wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I feel like peanut butter and sour cream might actually be a better dip combination, sort of. More experimentation is required.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right? And like if you smoothed it up, it'd have a nice, smoother consistency and be great for dipping crackers or something. I don't know. So,
Thank you, Alexa, for teaching us about bee's knees.
thank you very much. Alexa, you sustain us with your knowledge. All right, so in the meantime, while this is cooking, I will begin crafting myself some lunch dinner.
Yeah.
Because I'm hungry. Raw chicken, everyone's favorite. Mmm, so good. Drain that off just a little bit, yeah. And just like that, Woody was gone. Gone with the wind. Do we have any plastic wrap? Oh, we do still have plastic wrap. Excellent. Fantastic. Can I do this one-handed? Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Oh god. Definitely not. Nope, we can. I believe it. I believe in me. And that's all that matters. Ha! Check it. Okay, so going to attempt to cover the chicken so we can pound it real good. Just smack it up. Smack it up super well. All right. Hopefully not get juices literally all over the place. That one's already pretty flat. Maybe slightly flatter. Alright. Looks good to me. And I might want to actually wash this hand. That would probably be smart for the moment. This guy, throw it in the trash. Carefully. Not to bacterialize our hands. Alright. Nope, wrong way. Give ourselves some pepper. And a plate. Well, actually, we gotta preheat the actual pan first. That would be helpful. Right, okay, so here we have the happy little chocolate chips that we're going to use to just, sprinkle a few on top of each thing. That should be fine. How about, let's see here. There's no smaller bowl than that. Hold on. What was in you? I think this is the one that had the not sugar, if I'm not mistaken. Should be plenty, probably. And if not, well, it'll be nearby. How we doing? Getting there, 300 degrees. That's almost. All right. 11 minutes left on the cheesecake, maybe. So hold on, 18, 19, 20, 22. So if it's supposed to tell if it's done. It's supposed to be puffed up, I think it said. So if it looks puffed up, I'll be like, oh, it's done. Or I could just leave it in for 22 to be safe. I mean, it's the worst that could happen. I just raise this so we can actually see my face over here. Oh my gosh. It's fantastic. $3.70. Or I could just split the difference and have it be 20. That'd probably be the smart thing to do. Alright. Plop the chicken on. $8:38 is the time to look for because I just realized that I'm already timing stuff. 8:38. Oh God. Okay, 19, 8, 7, 19. All right. Lower that and set a timer for 10 minutes. I can find my timer. There we go. Start. Matt! Oh, hello! Sorry I didn't notice you come in there. I was busy frying some stuff. Back at home base. Yes, I've been back at home base for the last 3, including this one. But yes, here I am. And here you are. So glad to see you. How's it going? How's your day? How's your face? How are all of those things collectively or separate? Over here, we're doing amazingly. I think I may have cracked the code on making this cheesecake. So, hey. The key was just over whipping the frickin' cream cheese, apparently. What are people saying? It's a video of a dog at a car wash. Doing what? Is it going to get washed? Is the pupper going to get washed? Does the pupper want to get petted by the brush? Oh my god, it does, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that doggo. Oh, he loves it so much. So cute. See, lol, sorry I've missed the last few streams. I've been away for a minute. You are totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'm bad at catching people's streams that I want to catch because I'm a trash Twitch audience member. But it's okay. We are not judged solely by whether or not we attend other streams. Let's see. I was visiting my old roommates out in Oakland. The food there was fantastic. Interesting. What kind of food are we talking about here? I'm always up for hearing more about food. See, well, now I know what to do next time the dog needs washing. Exactly. Well, see, here's the thing. Okay, I guarantee if we tried to do that with Yuna, she would freak out because she is afraid of everything. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a typical dog response. Part of me thinks the fact that there's a video of it and we find it amusing supports the idea that it might be an abnormal response, but I don't know. I'll bet Jasper might be okay with it. If not at first, eventually. I'm surprised it's not like a safety hazard thing. That's like, you're not allowed to do this, it'll hurt your dog. You know, I feel like maybe we're gonna want to put more chocolate chips. I'll just put a small handful. A small handful of chocolate chips on each one. See what happens. It'll be fine. Nobody panic. And in fact, this almost makes me want to keep it in for 22. Maybe I will keep it in for 22. That way it'll be the warmest it can be to become the meltiest it can be from the top down. If you catch my drift. So, yeah, we're just waiting another, let's see, hold on. 3, 8, 9, 10, 12, so 3, 5, 7 and a half-ish minutes for cheesecake. And another, like, 16 minutes for my food that I get to put in my body. Bloop. Guess I could put the almond flour back in the fridge. That'd be smart. True. What one man can do, another man can do, but what works for one man might not work for another. That's some wise words right there. It feels vaguely almost Buddhist-y in its simplicity and understanding of differences between peeps. I like it. Very good, very good. Alright, here's what I'll do. 1 minute left on the clock. I will turn on the light. Try to see what's going on in there. Just move back into frame. There we go. Move back into frame. Turn on the light. See what's going on. If it looks close to done, maybe leave it in for another 2. I mean, if it looks super, it's like, oh, this is definitely done, then, I mean, yeah, pull it. But I don't know. I have a feeling it probably won't. So, well, if it gets Mom's seal of approval, that's what matters. Mom is the one that we care about here on this stream. I'm just kind of, you know, I exist. It's whatever. But I mean, people come here for mom. She's the entire reason I ever go back home to visit. Yeah, I don't think I have gone to Vegas since moving here when it wasn't like in large part. Well, no, one time as like a birthday trip for somebody else. But like that wasn't me. That was more me tagging along on a trip than me going on a trip, right? So that doesn't count. It's the one that doesn't count. And I would have liked to see you anyway, because you're my mom and I love you. So, oh, okay. So we got a meal left. Let's take a look. See what's going on. Okay. So it appears to me that they are not yet puffed up. I would not say that these are puffy. So we're gonna leave them in for another 2 minutes. See how that looks. And hopefully it'll be great. Chicken's looking nice though. Give me some of that. All right. 2 minutos more. But yes, I had camp pancakes? Like, is that pancakes made on a campfire? Like, it's as best as I can tell. Cookout veg dogs. You had me up until veg. Let's see, curry. Lemon ricotta pancakes. Interesting. That sounds fancy. Ramen. Some kind of crazy dirt juice. I didn't care for. It was a fun and interesting time. Dirt juice? Like, was it made of mushrooms? Like, what? I took many pics. I'll send them to you. Send them to the Discord. Yeah. Send them to the food part of the Discord. So you won't come visit your sisters if I'm not around. See, no, I didn't say that. One of the reasons I've actually tried to be more communicative with the sisters starting this year is so to foster more of a family bond that we never seemed to have. So, I don't know. You know, we're gonna put them in. We're gonna put these in for the full time. It'll be fine. Says me. These will be fine. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to I don't know, like how much they would want to do holiday stuff. So, I mean, I'd be willing to, sort of, kind of. They could also come visit me. Ever. Okay, here's what I think. I think once every 4 years, everyone should come visit me because I will have come visit them thrice, which technically, if we're being fair, it should be every other time because I pay to go there once, they pay to go there once. But I'll be generous and say once every 4. That'll be fine. But yeah, I definitely think that we should still have happy family togetherness times. All right, 2 more minutes, then we're calling it. Hopefully they won't be overdone. You know what? I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna use my eyeballs and watch them. Like one of them looks slightly cracked, which I'm sure is fine. The others don't, so that's good. They don't look browned so much either. I mean, aside from the tan coloring of the filling itself. Also, how much time is left on this? Oh, 22 seconds. Perfect almost, sort of. Chicken. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And turn off the heat. And another 10 minutes there. Still looking safe. Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, so we'll just take it out, full 22 minutes, just as I suspected I'd want to do. Let's see, lol, I have no idea what that stuff was. Supposedly it's some kind of root-derived tea from Fiji that makes you unwind and get a bit loopy. So it's like alcoholic tea from Japan. No, Fiji, not Fuji. That's a different place. Okay. I only had half a glass, so I didn't experience either of those effects. I see. Well, I guess it tasted bad enough that you didn't want to do that. I don't really blame you. It sounds kind of horrid, to be honest. So, I mean, the way you describe it, it reminds me of wheatgrass a little bit, which I was not a fan of when I tried it the one time. All right. Here we have some cheesecake. All right, so wire rack, scoot you over, scoot you over, thank you. And then just take a little sprinkling, chocolate chips on top of each one. Just a little sprinkling, just a little teeny tiny sprinkling. See how that works? It's not really working super great. I feel like I'd have to press these in to have it be a thing. But, you know, I'm sure it'll melt a little bit. To think I was originally going to put like 3. Wow. So silly of me. So, you know, put a couple more. Some there. Just plop them down all nice and not uniform at all. Not uniform at all. Alright. Looks good. Hey! We got some cupcakes that are actually made of cheese. 5, 10. Alright, so we're gonna set timer for 10 minutes. Let me just move these over in such a way that they can be seen on the camera. Hey, how about that? Ooh, ah, beautiful. See, I'm fine drinking unsweetened tea, but this stuff was like medicinally bitter. I had to work to finish that half glass. Yes, cheese cupcakes. They're the cheesiest and the cupcakeiest, sort of. In a way. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the cupcakeiest. They're definitely not the cupcakeiest, because the cupcakeiest would probably have actual sugar inside. What a shock. Oh man, you know what this means? I get to eat before these are done. Fantastic. Let me pull up real quick. Sheets, open the sheets. Make myself some of my honey mustard, my modular honey mustard, which is entirely dependent on, oh please, you better not have. You better not have. I will be so, okay. We're fine, everything's fine, nobody panic. I'm not enraged for any reason whatsoever. Everything's fine. Okay, so we're gonna have, see, 56 grams of mayo. Excellent. So get the mustard out. Flat. 42. 49. 55. That's probably close enough, but close enough. What does that even mean? 56. There we go. All right, that works. Okay, and then as close as we can get to getting 21 grams of honey, since this sucker really likes to pour not great. Flat. 29, good enough. All right, that works. Yeah, the honey is all crystallized. It makes it very difficult to pour. Or ration in any way. But, you know, it works. Okay, and then we're going to give ourselves about 5 grams of mustard. Or at least attempt to. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good enough. Wipe you off too. And then, gonna give ourselves a splash, a veritable splash of white vinegar. Just a splash. Just a splash until it can actually, there we go, that works. And of course, we can't be done without some cayenne pepper. Probably enough. Don't want it to be too spicy. And then we mix it all together. Let's see. Oh, I got you a gift. Ooh, kind of. I picked up a dessert cookbook in the city today, and I'm totally willing to face the wrath of Momofuku's lawyers by sharing the recipes with you. Alright, that sounds good to me. I mean, I don't want you to get in any kind of legal trouble, but I doubt you will, because, I mean, how would you? My understanding is that you can't copyright recipes, you can only copyright books that have recipes in them. So, like, the actual steps involved in making a particular dish cannot be just, you know, it's like, oh, you're not allowed to use this recipe. Like, if someone, for example, if somebody actually did have the 11 herbs and spices, like the actual combination of things that go into KFC's thing, I don't think you can actually copyright that. Of course, KFC is never going to confirm what those are to anybody. If someone did have the right thing, it would behoove them to say that it was not the right thing, even if it was. Because so people are like, oh man, I thought I had it that time. Nope, you were wrong. Okay, so this, hold on, scroll over. Clock. Alright, 2.5 minutes left for my food. 5-ish minutes left for the cheesecake. And before Winnie eats any of them, I am definitely going to take pictures. What does this friend want? Ah, yes. Telling me that the Age of Calamity DLC came out today, which is true, and which I have already kind of dipped my toes into a little bit. It's fun. It's, you know, higher level stuff than the base game, for the most part. And, it's... So, I don't know. Okay, so those of you who have played the base game, the map screen has a bunch of objectives. And like a lot of those objectives, you pay resources to unlock stuff. And it basically adds another screen with more of those that unlock more stuff. What a concept, right? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what, do I have a bigger, kind of larger plate somewhere? Or actually, better idea, can actually wash these off and use them to cut the chicken. So what kind of what kind of desserts are in this book exactly, Matt? The name strikes me as Japanese, or at least the publisher might be Japanese. Not sure if that's a person or if that's a company that you referenced in your message. Hey! It's chicken! Not your mouth! shut it. There we go. And here we go. Oh, voila. Oh god, there's more messages. So many more messages. Holy crap. So you'll all say you had 1.5 cups of flour and you just happened to sift it into half a cup of sugar, just dancing around the recipe so you'd avoid copyright stuff. Oh yeah, I should really get back to Edgy Calamity. If you've got the DLC, you definitely should, because there's more stuff to do now. See, I like how they gave Zelda the Master Cycle. She needed it after apparently getting damseled again in Breath of the Wild 2. Well, here's the thing. We don't know for sure. All we saw is her fall into a pit, which we also kind of presume happened to Link. So, like, sorry, Woody, you've got another minute to wait for these to cool, and I need to take a picture of them. You can't just eat them. Unallowed.
Can't I?
No, you can't. What? Unallowed. The least allowed of things. I'll just kind of move my dinner food off to the side for a moment.
Well, you don't want to put chicken juice in the...
I'd rather not contaminate your dessert with savory chicken goodness.
Wait, did you say contaminate your dessert with dog hair?
With... No! Why is that what you thought I said?
Not what he said.
That's a very peculiar
Your
thing
hands
to say.
fell from behind your back.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Why are you here? What do you want?
This is my house. I can go where I want.
Oh, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3. Do you like how sort of melty they became?
Yeah.
Is this an adequate amount of melted?
Smells it to me.
Oop. All right, so stop that. Not allowed. All right. So we're gonna just grab these. I'm gonna bite you. But Shillelagh's not here. You're not allowed to be chaotic because Shillelagh's not here. Says me.
I'm allowed to be chaotic.
You're not allowed to be chaotic.
Come
Says
on.
me.
Jenna, come on.
They said you can serve it immediately.
Yeah, but guess what? I still need to take the photos for the thumbnail.
There's so many. You can take a different photo.
No, I want to take a photo of all
while they were
12.
in their thing.
No, because I wanted to take them outside of the thing. I mean, I haven't seen any Zelda gameplay. I knew it was a long shot, but I was hoping it would be an Emily Corvo situation, Dishonored 2. I mean, it still could be.
You used skull cupcake.
Yeah, I said that I thought it would fit your aesthetic.
Yes.
It would, and I said it would have fit your aesthetic more if it had been pink with skulls instead of black with skulls. But such is life. These smell good.
They smell really good.
They smell pretty good.
Afterwards, do you guys want to open up Pokemon?
Oh man, I can't think of anything that I care less about.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I'll open up Pokemon.
I'm just saying, like, not that I hate it. It's just I'm so ambivalent towards it that it's like,
I'm excited by it.
You can compare Elite Trainer boxes to Pokemon Center's Elite Trainer boxes.
Is there a difference?
Yes. Clearly.
One said Pokemon Center on the front, and I could probably get like $30 more because of it.
Wow. All right, there we go. You may consume a thingamajig.
Yeah.
I'm not a cold man.
It's still
I'm a harsh
warm.
taskmaster is what I am.
So here's the thing.
Yep, there it is. Oh, hey, it's a little baby cheesecake. Short and stout. There's my handle. There's my spout.
See, it's got the crust and everything. Let's see if it'll hold together when I pull it out.
Well, it's
Yep.
still kind of warm.
It does. Look at how small. Look at how small and cute. Yeah.
I could probably spread the chocolate around the top if I wanted. What are your thoughts? How does it hold up?
It's
compared
delicious.
To, is it? Can you tell that it's fake?
Not really.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Like, there isn't a noticeable cooling effect, you know.
But is there an aftertaste?
I couldn't say that because I don't care about aftertaste.
Cute little baby cheesecakes. You crave? Well, I crave food always. So join the club. Why don't you?
Well, luckily, there's food right in front of you.
There is food right in front of me. So yeah, these are yours now.
Thank
You
you.
can have them as much as you want, or as little as you want.
I'll gift you 3 of them.
3 of
for
them?
starts.
Oh my gosh, for just starts. Hold on, let me,
Do you want to try one?
no, what I want to do, I wanna spread. I wanna spread the chocolate.
This is what you were expecting it to be.
Yeah, I was expecting it to, well, not exactly, but I like this appearance better, so.
You gotta do better than that.
What? These are small. I don't have a delicate enough utensil. See, now I'm gonna have to take another picture. Dun, 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 dun. What are you doing? Trying to show me up?
Here. So there's like nothing.
Ha! Take that! You can't show me up.
I'll eat these chocolate chips instead.
Okay, you do that.
Hi, Casper.
These are lilies.
They are.
I can tell because they taste cool.
You taste cool.
I'm pretty cool.
You're a pretty cool person. I had the opportunity to go get ice cream earlier too. Why didn't you? When one is given the opportunity to eat ice cream, one should always eat ice cream. I took that advice earlier this week, remember? I came back and you were like, I want Leatherbees, and I was like, let's get Leatherbees. Well, if you've gifted me 3 of them, then I will probably have one of them right now just to experience the majesty for myself. And then save one for... I'll let it cool down. I'll save one for taking over to Rose. And then... I don't know what I'll do with the last one. It's a mystery.
You could try one cooled down.
And one hotted up.
Compare them. I think it'll taste better cooled, but it's still a pretty good one. At least it'll taste more cheesecakey when it's cooled.
I see. The consistency will be more solidified, as a cheesecake should be. Perfectly balanced, as all cheesecakes should be. Ta-da! What? What? What are you gonna do?
Just want to make it better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without stabbing into the cheesecake itself. Yeah, oh, look at that. Look at how funny how that works. Huh. Look what you did there, Woody. Oh, you did it again. Exactly.
Bye.
I love you. I'm just saying, the reason I did it the way I did was because I knew that that would happen.
You made her feel bad. Sin.
Whatever, she's fine.
She's not. She was crying.
She's a tough old bird.
She was sobbing.
She was not. It's a lie. I don't believe you. Vix is known for telling lies frequently. I don't believe a thing she says. Why will this not come up? There we go. All right. Da-na-na-na. I think I like the appearance of them with the little chocolate chippy bits better, actually. Such is life. And now there's an empty one. There we go. But anyway, Momofuku Milk Bar is this crazy novelty bakery. They have all these fun, unique, mad expensive desserts. And now I have their cookbook, willing to share its secrets. Excellent. What?
Look at who came in the mail.
I thought you already had one.
I
Aww.
had a baby. Now I have its mommy.
Aww.
Baby. Mommy. Oh, here we go. This is better.
That's
It's hard to get it to work on camera.
Careful you don't dip it in the chocolate.
I will.
I mean, not for the chocolate's sake, but for the sake of your adorable thingamajigs. Sphinxes tell riddles, not lies. No, this one tells lies.
It He's so cute.
This
Okay.
one tells lies and, what's the word?
These are what we're opening. Would you like ice or shadow?
Oh, and shoulder doubles all the time. Alright, so let's try this guy, shall we? Cheesecake number 1 of 3. Oh yeah, the crust does sort of stay together.
These I can set aside, sorry.
Gotta say, she's right. It tastes like a baby cheesecake.
Right? It's really good.
I will say that the cooling effect of the chocolate on top is probably something that'll be noticeable because I can sort of also notice it. But again,
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
But once it's cooled properly, like
Mmm.
maybe you'll miss it and you'll think, oh, it's just because the chocolate's cold.
Maybe.
Are you wanting? Yeah, let's compare the other
Okay.
Turner boxes first.
Okay.
Can I put these into the fridge?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, these are gonna go in the fridge. Hey. See, I thought phoenixes reincarnated instead of hatching chicks. Well, you see, yes. That's why Pokemon is all a big lie.
Ho-Ho doesn't have a gender, so it doesn't hatch eggs.
So then how does it have a baby? Exactly.
Reincarnating, clearly.
That doesn't make sense. There's 2 of them now.
It reincarnates via
Into a second version of itself? That makes 0 sense.
No. They're alternate timeline versions.
That don't make
It's
a
like-
lick of sense.
No, it does because the games are all about alternate timeline wormholes now.
Well, I guess that's true.
Alright,
Alright, so
legendaries.
we've done it.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors and countrymen, we have created something that actually turned out well. I feel like doing this same sort of thing with pretty much, with some exceptions. For example, the white chocolate cheesecake that I make doesn't really have, like, it doesn't use sugar. It uses condensed milk, right? So I'd have to figure out how much sugar is in the condensed milk and then figure out what to use for the condensed milk, like some form of cream that's been reduced, maybe? I don't even know. But for most normal cheesecakes, it seems like this is a thing I'd be able to do. And it tastes pretty legit, not gonna lie. Dang tangled timeline.
Do you want to open these? Or
Yes, indeedy.
Just
Alright, well, that's
but you can look-
basically all the cooking to
I
do
do wanna
today.
compare the insides
Not gonna
to
lie.
the once we get those open.
Shall we see if there's anybody to raid? Too much to ask for Ginhee to happen to be on again 2 days in a row. That would be
Yeah, let's see.
amazing.
Do they look any different?
Just saying right now,
They should. Oh,
if Ginhee were on every single time that I finished streaming,
they'll look the same color.
I would raid no one but Ginhee
See,
all the time.
like, which
See, come for
design.
fruit co. Oh, Chard Monk
Okay.
and Dazzle with the 20 view. Oh wow, Dazzle's actually got fewer viewers this time. What's he doing? Football's done, so come have a chin wag. Awesome. Glad today's baking experiment was a success. I am too. I am quite pleased with that. So let me do that. I have like
Oh, this is a perfect.
not as many people. This will be a thank you for rating me the other day. Even though I'm rating you with like a quarter of the people you rated me with.
Was
See,
it
how do I spell your name? Your B-O-I. Your B-O-I-D-A-Z-E-A.
Ooh, Santa Conda's
Yes.
VMAX.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right. So, while I caught Prinny last night, but Miss Ginhee in exchange, I had to lurk with Ginhee because
What do I got?
I was otherwise disposed. But I always try to at least do that because I heart her face, and she is good people. Alrighty, so haven't decided what the heck I'm gonna make for for Wednesday and Friday next week, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for coming and watching and spending time with me. I hope you all have wonderful, delicious, amazing, fantastic food. Until we meet again. It sounds like Matt had a bunch prior. Well, so hey, did what I asked. You had amazing food, and then we met again, and you told me all about it. It was fantastic. And I love and appreciate all your various faces. I mean, just so much. Words can barely begin to express, and I'm not being facetious. But yeah, until next time, bye-bye.